Good morning, guys. So let's look at what Bitcoin is doing in the market. So remember what I was talking about, this 40,600 level, and what do we have right here? This is what we're going to look at now. We already know that's overhead resistance. So let's quickly break down as to what's happening with the candle patterns right here. So firstly, what we can see is that we had a weak bullish candle with a wick to the top. Then we had the second candle with little to no body on the daily. And that candle wick on the top failed to break that candle high right there. So now what we're seeing is that at the start of the day, that price is starting to come down. So how are we going to trade Bitcoin with this price structure right here? So this is my idea. And this is how I am going to trade it. Once price breaks this previous yesterday's low, I'm going to enter a short position with my stops above that wick that was formed on the 28th of July. So my stops are going to be at just below 41,000. That's where my stops are going to be. And where's my target going to be? My target is going to be this area where we wanted to buy off. 35,000, 36,000. That's going to be my first target on Bitcoin. And then my second target is going to be all the way down here at 32,000. So this is going to be a very nice 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio trade. That's what I'm expecting on Bitcoin. And then if I go over to Ethereum, let's quickly look at what's happening on Ethereum. So Ethereum, quite interestingly enough, if we look at that small bodied bullish candle right there, price is currently sitting at that area. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I'm very careful as to what's happening in the crypto market currently. Certain cryptos look bullish to me, breaking out of certain zones. And then, for instance, like Bitcoin does not look bullish. So Ethereum is a little bit more tricky for me. I'm going to see how today ends to see whether we can get in on a buy at this area. But then again, it almost makes no sense to be buying Ethereum, but we want to be shorting BTC. But that is what I'm seeing on the charts. This is what price is telling me. So we trade what we see and not what we feel. So this is what's happening on Ethereum, and let's see how we close at the end of the day. Binance Coin, very quickly, can't get through this. Look at the daily candles, look at how weak these bodies are becoming. I'm expecting a pullback. I don't expect this to continue higher. If it does, I will reevaluate, but currently very weak bullish candles. Monero, like I mentioned, this was this beautiful daily break above all of this resistance here to the left. And now what we're seeing is that price made a little bit of a top wick. So what I'm expecting is if price can start breaking above that top wick with a stop below yesterday's candle wick low, I feel like we can go and retest these highs at 278. That is only if we break above yesterday's candle high with our stops below this wick right there. If we do not break these highs, I feel that we are coming back into the range, but that is what I'm looking at on Monero. XRP, let's quickly see what we've got there. So very similar to what we were seeing on Ethereum is that XRP had a nice break above, had a retest, but look how small that bullish candle is right there. And this is sitting at this area of resistance if I look to my left. So the only way that I will trade this as well is if we can get a break above yesterday's candle high. My stops will be below yesterday's wick low. And my first target, looking on the weekly, just want to show you guys on the weekly where my first target would be. My first target, just purely based on the weekly, would be at 0.950. That is for XRP. That is what I'm expecting. So let's see if we can break yesterday's high. Unless we can't break it, I don't think we're going much higher. Litecoin, again, very weak bullish candles, still below that area of resistance. Not interested up until we break above that. Could still go lower. And then let's look at the last one right here. The last one was Link. Okay, so Link had about a 2-day consolidation. If we look here to our left, coming up into this resistance area right here. So what I'm expecting is if we can get a daily close above this area at around about 20, then I think we can start proceeding higher. But unless we break above it, this is looking constructive. I would not look for any buys at this resistance. Please, guys, do not buy at resistance zones unless you've got confirmation. What is the confirmation? Lastly, before we finish, we want to see a clean break above, and then we want to buy on the retest of that area. We don't buy into a resistance area. So please keep that in mind. Please don't get FOMO. There's always opportunity to enter into the market. Have a great weekend, guys. Hope you guys had a good week. Let's see what the market brings for the rest of the weekend. I will keep you guys updated and posted as to what's happening in the market. Cheers.